this episode of Sports Science, we're investigating some of sports' greatest myths. We're up to speed on sports' fastest ball. And Jenny Finch settled the score on which pitch is hardest to hit. There's one myth that we still haven't put to bed.
No sex.
I think it's more in the head than anything.
Boxers would go a month without having any kind of relationship.
So, is it true? Does having sex before you compete affect your performance? Earlier, two-time heavyweight champion Chris Byrd and his wife Tracy shared their lifelong skepticism of the myth.
I was heavyweight champion twice, and I did it before heavyweight title fight.
I don't think it affects Chris at all. And he's always said that he thinks that it's given him a boost.
We put Chris through a series of tests to measure his strength, cardio, and testosterone levels. Then we sent Chris and his wife into the bedroom, and we waited and waited. Finally, our lab rabbits opened the hutch.
Good morning.
So we can complete our test. Let's put this sex myth to rest once and for all.
Chris, how was it?
As great as always.
Was this a one-round fight, two-round?
Oh man, it was more like a 12-round brawl. For sure. I mean, I'm being honest.
So you really did put this to the test.
You know, I hate talking in third person, but Chris Byrd always go for the gold medal.
Always goes for the goal. Let's go ahead and run you through the same tests, and once and for all, let's put this myth to bed.
Let's do it.
Jump as high as you can. Really drive. Drop deep and drive hard. Give it everything you got. Drive hard. Drive hard.
Chris's leg strength after sex was actually higher than it was before.
I feel stronger, even more than I was yesterday.
So sex definitely does not rob an athlete of his legs.
Give me everything you got. Give me all the juice. Come on, show what you got in the tank. 1 minute down. Come on, 15 more seconds. 10 seconds. Show what you got. Show what you got. Show what you got.
At a peak of 180 beats per minute, his heart rate was identical. So sex doesn't hurt your cardio.
What is it then?
It's pain.
Okay.
So that was 30 seconds.
Chris's punching power actually increased from 1,128 pounds to 1,304. So after 3 of 4 tests, Chris has proven to be just as strong 4 hours after having sex as he was before. Here's how. The carbon dioxide and lactic acid released in the legs during sex is quickly reabsorbed and takes no toll on game day. Sex does put a load on our cardio system, but if you're an elite athlete, that shouldn't matter at all, especially not the next day. Looks like this sex before sports myth might be all above the belt. In our heads. But remember, Chris came in here determined to disprove the myth.
This is something I've always wanted to disprove. I always thought it was a myth.
So what if Chris deliberately gave less effort in the pre-sex tests in order to set the bar low for his post-sex return?
Now, what do you think the chances are that he sandbagged the original test?
Well, we'll find out with the blood test, because that won't lie.
Tracy's right. There's no way to rig your testosterone level. This is the ultimate barometer. And this is the moment of truth. The results are in. Chris Byrd's testosterone level before sex was 325 nanograms per milliliter, and his testosterone level after sex, 462. Chris Byrd, you're our hero. You've proven that having sex before sports does not hurt your performance. His levels actually went up more than 20%.
When you look at the science of it, it is truly that, a myth.
So Chris Byrd proves once and for all, you can be a lover and a fighter. On this episode of Sports Science, we've analyzed some old myths in order to separate fact from fiction. If you don't keep your mind open and your eyes peeled, another myth might blow right past you. Be sure to check out every episode of Sports Science. This is where sports and science collide.
Don't put me to the test.